Hello and welcome back to my channel. I have a super exciting video. It's been a while since I uploaded a video, but I've just been in a weird planner funk. I didn't know what I wanted to stick with. Nothing was like completely working for me, and I've just been planner hopping a lot. But I'm excited to film this video because in the meantime, I have been waiting for my first VDS custom, which is this guy right here. I was too excited to do an unboxing, so I just tore open the package. So I apologize there's no unboxing, but I honestly would rather see like a just chatty video about a new product rather than just watching someone open it. So, because it's kind of the same thing, I'm giving my first impressions anyways. So yeah, let's get into it. Ignore my nails. I have like half of them on, half of them off because I'm gonna redo them and I've been picking them off, and yeah, this hand looks nice. Let's just look at this hand, okay? So this is my first VDS custom. It is a Hobonichi Weeks cover, aka their standard Codex, I think it's called. I can't even remember honestly. I think it's a standard Codex, yeah, not the mega but the standard one. And I bought this for my Kinbor weekly planner, which is in here. It's a little dirty, but the reason why I decided to finally get a custom from VDS was because I have always been unsatisfied with Hobonichi Weeks covers. Most of them are too big for my likings. The closest one that I found that was like a nice size was the Moterm one. But even then, these still feel kind of big to me. I like a compact fit for my covers, so I decided to bite the bullet, and I realized that VDS can take PayPal as a payment, and you can do PayPal Pay in 4 as an option. So I was like, okay, I can do that. I can pay the amount in 4 different installments, and that's more doable for me than paying it in full. So that's what I did. And by the time you get it, you've paid it off anyways because it takes a while to get to you. So anyways, that being said, I decided to go with the, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I think it's Alezan leather. It is a TM leather, and it's like this really interesting shade. I saw pictures of it and I was in love with the photos that I've seen of this leather. However, in person, I can say that it is slightly different. I feel like this has almost like a peachy kind of undertone. I'm not sure how to describe it. It's not like, I thought it would be more like gray pink, but it's more like a peachy pink. I don't know. I can't explain it. I'm not really good with colors or describing them, so I apologize. I may be completely off, but it is slightly different than what I expected. However, I love it. It's still a nude, and it's kind of like a pinkish nude, so that's what I was looking for. And then I asked for some texture. I just put in the notes I would love some texture on this cover, and they definitely delivered. My favorites are like these big, I don't know if these are called striations, I think is what they are. But like the larger lines that go across are my favorite rather than like the pebbliness. I think in the future, if I were to order something like this, I would specifically ask for like striations rather than pebbly. Because like this area, I mean, I love this cover, don't get me wrong, but I would much prefer kind of larger striation markings rather than like this area here where it's almost pebbly looking. And like the back is really nice. I really love this bottom half. But overall, I love the whole thing. And then the inside is nice and textured too, which I like. This is the other side. And I'm sorry about the lighting. I wish I could have better lighting, but it's super gloomy out today. This is with natural lighting, and I know there's a shadow here, but it's the best I could do, so bear with me. And as far as customizations go, I did not do very many because I wanted to keep the price manageable. All I asked for was the chunky clasp because I adore chunky clasps. And then the pen loop I think comes with it. And then I just added a back pocket. So that's the only thing that the only two things that I added. Everything else is the standard layout for their Codex planners covers. So it's got a bunch of card slots, which I've already put some stuff in, and this like shorter front pocket here. In the back there's another pocket, but it's a little taller than this front one, which I kind of like this shorter one because then you can see more of your deco. And then you have the 2 slip pockets on the left side and then the one on the right. My kin board did not fit, so I had to trim the cover, the top of the back cover. As you can see, I just like cut off a chunk and I did not bother to make it look nice because it's going to be tucked in here anyways. So by doing that, it does fit, however, not with a clear cover, which I wasn't using at the time anyways. I put my fountain pen in here. This is a Vanishing Point dupe pen from AliExpress. It costs about $38. I love it. It's my favorite fountain pen now. It's the only one I use. There is an option to get one with a clip, but I got the no clip option, which in hindsight, I should have gotten one with a clip so I could put it in any pen loop. But so far, this pen loop is pretty stretchy and I am able to kind of squish it in there. It is a slightly tight fit, but I think over time it'll kind of loosen up. But either way, it's not like I have to shove it in there super hard, so I'm pretty happy with the size of the pen loop. I was a little worried that my pen wouldn't fit, so I was pleasantly surprised to see that it does. So yeah, I really like this. I am debating whether I should buy a Hobonichi Weeks Spring Start, only because I'm not the biggest fan of this brown like cloth cover because it kind of gets dirty easily. And although the brown is not bad, it's just not like my favorite color, but the other options that they had were not my favorite either, so I just kind of went with like the more neutral one. So I kind of, although it does look good with this cover, it actually matches really nicely. I'm just kind of over it. But I already have this all set up, and I also, one more thing, I love these tabs, but I did not space them out evenly. As you can see, there's like more space between these top ones compared to the bottom ones, and that kind of annoys me. So I'm kind of tempted to just get a whole new planner, and I would go with the Hobonichi, although I prefer this notebook over the original Hobonichi because of the white paper and other various reasons. I feel like there would be so many wasted pages if I were to get another one of these, because these start in January. So whereas the Hobonichi Spring Start starts in April, so there'd be no wasted pages. So I might do that. I don't know. We'll see. Depends on what I decide. But yeah, overall, I really like this cover. I love the texture. I think it's so pretty. Oh, one more thing I want to mention. The feeling of this leather is really different from any other TM leather that I've had from VDS. For example, I have this pocket planner from VDS. It's also a TM leather. This is the pearl shade. And although this planner is pretty old, I bought it secondhand, and I know it's a few years old because it has the older tag, which I tucked under here because I kind of don't like how big it is. But this tag is their like old style, which was what they used years ago. So I know this planner is not new, but it still feels much more like, I don't know how to describe it. It's not dry, and this leather is extremely dry. Like, can you hear this? Like it's so dry, which doesn't really bother me because I actually like a matte look. But if you don't like that dry feeling or like the sound, then you may not be a fan of this leather, because this one, I mean, I guess you can hear it too, but it's just completely different. I mean, you can see that this one has a slight sheen to it, and this one has absolutely no sheen. It's like completely matte, but I like that. So just to let you know, this leather's definitely more dry compared to their other TM leathers, but I really like it. And then I wanted to compare it to, here's what it looks against the Moterm Lychee White. And again, I apologize, the lighting is not ideal, but as far as the sizing goes, I really like their dimensions. I did not change the dimensions at all because I knew that VDS's standard codexes were more narrow than, say, like Gilio and Moterm. I believe it's narrower than the Moterm. I'm gonna check right now, but I decided to just go with their standard dimensions because I thought, you know, I'm gonna have a pen there. If I didn't get a pen loop, then maybe you can narrow it even more. But since I do like to have a pen with my planners, then I thought their standard dimensions would work out. And I can happily say that, yes, this is the perfect size. There's no extra leather anywhere, like more than necessary. For example, my Naya Papery covers, I absolutely love their leather selection and the price point, but I just don't like how large they are. And they do have like, at least the mega cover, there was just like a lot of extra leather everywhere. And their regular Hobonichi Weeks cover was a lot more compact, but it doesn't like allow stuffing it very well. It doesn't have a lot of pockets because then it gets to be too small. So like there was no happy medium, at least for me. So that's why I decided to go with VDS, because I had a feeling this would be a happy medium, and it totally is, because I can fit so much stuff in here. There's so many pockets, all of these pockets and the big back pocket, and yet it's still a more compact fit than my Naya Papery mega covers. So let me compare it to the Moterm Weeks cover. So it is just the tiniest bit narrower. I don't know if am I in frame a little bit. So I'm trying to line them up as best I can. And it's just a hair difference. But I think also what helps make it seem like more compact are the rounded corners too. But even though it's like barely, oh, and then you know what? It is shorter. That's what it is. Okay, I was like, why does this seem so much more smaller compared to the Moterm? But as you can see, it is quite a bit shorter. You can see that, and then it's like a hair narrower too, and then since it has the round corners, I think that also kind of makes it look more compact, in my opinion. I like the round corners. So yeah, I'm really happy with the sizing. Oh my gosh, I love this cover. I just love how compact it is, but yet I can still stuff it, and it doesn't look like there's so much extra leather. So it's pretty comparable to the Moterm, but like I said, it's just a little shorter, which I prefer. Oh my goodness, yes, I love this so much. So yeah, I had actually recently switched to pocket again. I always go back and forth. I got this secondhand in one of the Facebook BST groups, and it's such a cute little pocket planner. It's a custom. It has this like back pocket, which I love, instead of like the big back pocket. I think it makes it unique. I do wish it had a chunky strap, but that's okay, I can deal with that. But yeah, now I'm like undecided on should I keep using pocket, because I was actually pretty happy with this, or switch to this. I'll probably end up using both, like always. But yeah, I just thought I'd update you guys. This is what I'm using. Well, I mean, I've been using mainly just this, but now that I have this beautiful cover, I think I'm gonna start using this again. I had kind of stopped for like a week or two. But yeah, this is so cute. I just figured I would give you guys my opinion on it in case anyone is interested in getting one. The wait was 11 weeks. What day is it today? Ooh, today, I got it today, and today was exactly the day that in the email it said it would ship by, like the last day it would ship by would be today, but I got it today, so I got here a few days earlier. And yeah, the wait was killer. It was a long time, but it is less than what it was. It was like 20 something weeks at one point, and I bought this when it was 11 weeks wait. It was end of December that I bought this guy, so it still took quite a bit, but less than what it would have been if I would have ordered it when there was like a 20+ week wait. So that being said, I think I would totally order another one. I just kind of ordered it and tried to forget about it, and time flies, because yeah, it took a long time, but yeah, I don't feel like it took forever, you know? So I'd be willing to wait again for another cover. And I think I totally am going to eventually buy another one if I end up sticking with this size. I just want to make sure that like this is the size I'm going to use for a while, because I always planner hop and these covers are not cheap. So anyways, if you have any questions, please let me know. Feel free to comment. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and thanks for watching.